Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the DJ Life podcast.
Hey.
Air horn. You're the air horns.
I don't fucking want to. I got sidetracked.
Erik's tired today.
There it is.
Today's guest, we have the one and only, the troll, DJ Nick Spinelli.
I'm the troll.
Maybe not anymore. You were for a while. I mean, he's the guy.
The troll. Yeah. What have I done?
I
report the news on my show
line dances, virtual DJ, Apple. What else do you want me to name?
Yeah, I made fun of your green text today. I guess you're still butthurt about that.
I can't stand his green fucking texts.
Oh, they're the worst,
dude. So
he texted me about poster or pictures like a couple days ago, and I didn't answer him for like 4 days. And I went to answer him, I really didn't have a signal, and then I don't know, I just disregard green text. And then he texted me again. He's like, "Yo, bro, what the fuck?"
I text from my computer. You know, I don't even pull out my phone. I'm just
you
typing because I'm sitting there, and I gotta pull out my fucking phone to text Rick.
Exactly. Yeah. I realized that today to text you. I was trying to send you the link, Rick, on iMessage, and you weren't popping up in my message. I'm like, why? I'm like, oh yeah, he has a fucking Android. And then I had to. Yeah.
You know, with Windows, you can just text normally to anyone with any device. No, doesn't discriminate. You know.
I just looked up.
Yeah,
and made eye contact
Apple's
with
racist.
Nick.
That's
he
what I'm
doesn't
going
know
with.
I did it, but I did.
That's what I'm going with. Apple is racist. That's my stance right now. Apple's racist against all other devices and all other platforms.
As they should be.
Wow. And
rightfully so.
Rightfully so. So, how's everything going, Nick? I mean, we just talked like maybe 4 hours ago, but what's up?
Oh, great. I went and got a pedicure today. Went to Target, went to Kohl's, had dinner at Chili's, and here I am.
Really? Chili's?
I swear that's literally like I didn't even make all that up. Saying it all in a row.
It did sound sarcastic. It
sounded like a white girl.
That's legit. Okay, I can see that.
I genuinely that's what I did today. Like I dropped off my dry cleaning, got a pedicure, went to Target, went to Kohl's.
You guys do you do dry cleaning?
No.
You just free ball it.
I wash all my
I don't
shirts
even
here.
wear suits. I literally have no reason to get out of Crocs ever. I'm wearing gym shorts and Crocs at all times.
I dry clean my jackets once a year. That's it.
I dry clean everything. I dry clean my shirts, my pants, my ties, my jackets.
That's really expensive.
Everything. Yeah, but it's a write-off.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, but you could say it's a write-off about a lot of shit.
Yeah. I also
unnecessary
love
bullshit.
I love a crispy button-up, you know?
Oh,
crisp.
Yeah.
You know,
if you're going to wear one.
Little starch on the collars,
Absolutely.
You know, where it's just erect, just bang, like for no reason, so I can unbutton. Because I'm in Jersey, like I like to unbutton like an extra button or two down here.
Yep.
And like if the collar's not fucking blah, like it's not going to look right. You don't want a loosey-goosey collar with a couple buttons on the button.
I was training this DJ, and he's in training, and at the end of the gig, because we just wear normal collared shitty shirts, it doesn't really matter, and at the end when we're packing up, he would always unbutton the top 3 buttons so that it opened, and he's not wearing an undershirt, and if he was, it was like a low cut thing because he had a chest piece tattoo, and I always would be like, motherfucker, no one cares about that shit, like just close it up. Don't care. Quit showing off your stupid chest piece to this photographer or whatever you're trying to do right now. That's so lame. I know it's different. It's different.
Sleeves.
It's just like, okay, come on.
You should have ripped off your shirt and be like, bitch, this is a fucking tattoo.
Well, I understand because when I got my leg covered, I immediately started wearing I may as well have had a Speedo on for a month. But, you know, you get over it. It was like a month, and then I'm through it now. So, whatever.
Yeah.
So,
Let's see.
DJ Business World. So you practically run like your own little business outside of SCE, right? The way it works.
What do you mean? I guess.
You run your own little kind of LLC outside of SCE because you're contracted, right?
Correct. Yeah. So I have my own LLC, and so Santi technically works for me, and then like SCE is kind of like the booking agent. So.
Cool. You got any business tips?
That can't be where we start. Holy shit. By the way, everyone,
that's
it's
like the one
in
thing
the
I don't
chat.
talk about too, because like I really don't. I guess I like own a business and whatever, but I that's why I have like I don't book my own gigs because I'm not good at that stuff. You know, I'm not. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a business tip.
Well, you write off your dry cleaning, so there you go.
That was a great business tip.
Yeah. There's my business tip. Just pay as little taxes as possible. There you go. I don't know.
Fuck the IRS. Got it.
Yeah, it's the business tip is figure out legal tax evasion. The key word is legal tax evasion, but tax evasion
it's like the number
is
two
key.
thing that puts my people down. Tax evasion.
Yeah. You first, figure out how to make maybe 6 figures if you can DJing, and then second is figure out how to legally avoid paying taxes. That's a good business tip.
And still keep enough money to live.
Yeah, right.
Don't be stupid with your write-offs.
People in the chat, speak up if there's some shit you want us to talk about. Unless it's like, what kind of uplights do you guys use? Because I will blatantly make fun of it.
Shit about this. I'm trying to think of something I fucking do that would make sense to fucking share. I really don't. There's nothing I'm.
How about, all right, we'll start fresh. So what
marketing?
What the fuck, Rick? What the fuck, Rick? That is not what I was about to. What got you into DJing? Because we talk private on Instagram. Me and Nick are boys. I know famous people too, y'all. Anyways, but so we were talking about how we were both drummers, right? And what made you decide, like, all right, fuck being a real musician, I want to be a DJ?
$10 an hour cash. That's what made me decide.
$10 an hour? What tell us.
I was serving, like, I was like a salad boy at a place that did weddings. It was like $24.99 a head. No, $19.95 a head with a champagne toast. That's how much weddings were at the venue I used to work at. And there was a DJ there, the house DJ. Was like, yo, man, I'll give you $10 an hour. You want to like come with me to weddings and like help me roll my wires and shit, and like help me carry in stuff. And you can learn how to be a DJ. And like I was broken in the band, so I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, $10 an hour. So I used to make like $60 a day cash money in like 2003, doing weddings.
Right.
So I had to buy a tux. I bought a tux, because we wore tuxes back then, and then that's how I got into it. And then like when the band broke up and shit, kind of was an easy transition. I was like, oh shit, well. I really, I got into it. I learned how to DJ everything, just being like with this guy doing mad weddings. And then, it was an easy transition. I was like, I'll be a DJ now. This will be cool. I don't got to worry about the band. I don't got to worry about getting everybody together for practice and all that other bullshit. And this guy with an attitude and this dude's always drunk and whatever, you know what I mean? Like, or whatever happens in bands, like, it's just me.
Yeah.
But I can still perform, right? I can still put on a show. I can still be on stage.
I can
still be sweet.
You're being funny, but it's true at the same time. It really was.
It still tickles the same pickle. You know what I mean?
Does.
And it's tough being in a band. You either make it or you don't. And like we were like 18, 19, and then that's when, because I'm sure you relate, Eric, because like you were the same age, when you got out of it too. Like when you're in a band all through your teenage years, you got these big dreams, you want to make it and all that shit. But then like after high school, everybody's parents are on their dicks. Like, yo, you going to college? What the fuck you doing with your life? You going to do this band shit? Is this what you're going to do? And it's very rare that like all 5 of you can like still do the band after high school. Like someone's going to get forced out or whatever. So we just all got, we just realized like, fuck it. It was fun.
Also, we probably got paid for whatever shows, but $100, for the whole band to split. It was not like a success story by any means. And it's weird to go from, straight up metal bands, like break down to playing Shake It Off.
I wasn't even out when I was,
I wasn't either.
Me, bro.
I
went from that to the Morse Code of Love by the Capris and fucking like.
I was 2010. Boom Boom Pow was on the charts
Pow,
when I first started. Black Eyed Peas, consistent bangers. Let's not even act like
I played that at my last wedding actually. And it worked.
Really?
I just forgot about that song.
Yeah, I would. Other than the Time of My Life song or whatever the fucking.
I like the. I forget who does the edit. I can't remember the name. I forget who makes the edit, but it's the "I'ma Be with My Girl," or is it Brown Eyed Girl? No, it's yeah.
But I was gonna say I play I'm a Bee, but that's like that has a natural transition. Like I'm a Bee starts at like 95 BPM or some shit, and it goes to 120. So I'll use that to get up to 120 sometimes, and then I play Let's Get It Started or whatever. Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah.
So let's get it started. And
I took a bunch of. After you switch to Tractor, really, there's no reason to have transition tracks because you can do such drastic sync shit. But I made a bunch of custom tracks when I was, and I would just add like a record stop in the beginning, and I would sync like in the club at 128, and I knew it would come in at a record stop, so I'd just volume slam, and it'd be like, and then I'd zero out the record real quick, and it would be like down, and now it's 95, and it would be seamless every time, kind of thing, just with and you don't have to like.
I gotta see this with you making the sound effects while you're doing it.
I gotta get your damn hands up. Yeah.
A trick though, if you want to lower the BPM of the song while you're playing, like use like different parts of the song, like a bridge or some type of weird part of the song. I'm trying to think of an example. Roger, like Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. Right? Like where like it goes to that part. Mm-hmm. It's completely different. It's a completely different rhythm and everything from like the verse, which is just like a steady groove, and the chorus is just a steady groove. Like when a song completely changes up and you have like a couple seconds of that, you can slowly bring the BPM down during that. And because the whole thing just changed, if you time it out where like you do it when it changes, like the average ear won't notice that the song's getting like slower. They'll just be like, all right, well, this is just a new beat. This is the new rhythm pattern, so I got to adjust to the rhythm pattern. Mm-hmm. So you can jump 10, 15 BPMs in that instance, and like no one fucking notices.
It's so funny how, these are complex mixing tips. Like what I mean,
it's just I'm not explaining it right. I gotta explain it.
But it is like a mixing trick that's more complex than just your fucking beat match. But then you see these. I mean, they're professional DJs doing it full time for a living, paying their mortgage with DJing, and they can't comprehend a 16-beat intro. Like,
you do talk shit on this show, huh?
Oh yeah, You know what I'm talking about? Like, and I see them because I'm not a Twitch fan. I mean, I just don't waste my time watching DJs. Really, like, it's not wasted time. That was rude, but I don't watch them. When I do, I am mind blown that some of these motherfuckers that we know, that their names. I'm just not going to go into it. It doesn't even matter. And kudos for, having a career on something you're literally not even capable of. But just train wrecking. There's no other word for it. Train wrecking. And also nodding your head to nothing. It's like the beat is here. And they're over here like, do it. It's not on. It's like the snare drums are not matching. Like, what are you nodding to?
Yeah.
They're
like,
not in your
that's
head
brutal.
to the next song.
You hear somebody train wreck and, like they don't kind of notice it. It's definitely brutal. I do have to say, like, people like that they're a product of their environment, right? The only reason why they're a professional DJ and they do this full time for a living, but then they literally can't mix on top of it is because like where they're at, like they get away with it.
Right.
And even if they're probably slowly not getting away with it now and really struggling, and more every year, it's just going to make it until you get to like, your market catches up to like something like where I'm at, where it's like, if you can't mix around here, like you're not going to make it.
The confusing part though, is for you to be confused about that detail. Because if I was in that position, I would be well aware I couldn't do it.
It's like, I suck and I'm sucking now.
And,
I know
I'm
sucking.
And I'm not going to DJ for professional fucking DJs that are good at it. That's your audience. What are you doing? Of course you're going to get shredded. Of course, the dudes that are, doing, when I was DJing in clubs, I mixed for 10 hours a day. Like,
were you at the February Vegas show? Like, was there any bad mixes at that show?
No, I wasn't. But everyone I've ever been to has had shit mixes. So probably, I would assume.
I can't even remember because I was there.
Oh, and by the way, DJ Theo, My Humps played it this weekend. My Humps, I will still play for sure. My Humps does definitely work.
Nikki,
that's probably the number one.
I forgot about that song.
Nikki, going full time on the clubs or what?
Mm-mm.
You've been doing a lot of club work lately.
I want to be 50-50. That's my goal.
Oh, okay.
Would you fill your schedule first with weddings first, and then fill in the gaps with?
Yeah, so I'm capping my wedding schedule, So like I'm only going to do like this amount of weddings. Like I capped my weddings this year at like 85. Next year I might go a little lower, maybe 65, 70.
That's such a
something
Jersey
like that.
thing to
and
say.
Then yes, fill in the gaps with clubs and just like leave. Like, you know, sometimes there's like entire weekends open that I can leave for like other opportunities. Because what happens is like, you know, if I book out 90 weddings, even 85 is too much this year. Like 85, 90, 100 weddings a year, like I normally do. Now I'm like, I get an offer like, hey, you want to come do this gig in like, you know, in another state? I can't do it because like I'm not going to risk it for the biscuit and fly the same day I have a wedding, or you know what I mean, like shit like that, like logistics of it. Like I would need the day off before and after, so like I can't. There's so much shit I've had to turn down because I have like weddings like all the time, like you know what I mean.
Side note, like, Bar just did some crazy ass logistics this weekend. He started
what kind of logistics
he started in New Jersey, went to like Costa Rica, and then he went to Tampa, and then he went back to New Jersey. Every day was at one of those locations.
That's some Brian B shit right there.
Costa Rica.
I don't know if it was Costa Rica. It was somewhere like that. I can't remember. I saw him posted on a story though. He was like, "Yeah, we started in New Jersey, then we went down to this place, and then we went over to Tampa, Florida, and then we came back up here to finish out the week." I'm like, "Holy shit, that takes some ballsy logistics to figure all that out."
And that's what I want to do. Like I'm booking a little more like destination stuff, and I'm looking forward to that. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun doing weddings in different parts of the country and stuff. Like I definitely want to explore that as well. But but yeah, I am grinding clubs out so hard right now. Like I'm really trying to like, you know, really iron out like club sets and like how to, you know, work rooms different ways and like all the different like, you know, clubs we have around here and like you know the crowds and all that. Like I'm really trying to like, you know, be the best club DJ I can right now. I want to like, that's just one avenue I never hit. You know, I was always a wedding guy, and you know,
I was the reverse way. I started in clubs and then I started in drugs in my room, and then I worked in clubs, and then I went to weddings afterwards.
Hell yeah,
that's just very true. It couldn't be more true. I didn't like. I mean, it's so different, as you know, than DJing a wedding. It's so different. Because really, like the club crowd, especially if you're playing, like if you have a residency, it's the same kids, you know, that are coming through. So you can't play your wedding play. You know what I mean? If you're not rotating through the songs, and you always have the newest of the new and. I mean, I guess you're in Jersey, so it's a little different here, but like you definitely are playing remixes, period, you know. It's just quick mixing for sure, you know, like at a wedding, yet again, different in Jersey, but here I would imagine in a 2.5 hour set you play 80 songs, roughly 80 songs. And that's probably, well, here they'll bitch at you if you don't play the song out virtually.
I disagree with that.
Certainly.
Well, but I don't know for fact because I haven't DJed down there, but I had this hunch. Everybody that says that like they're in an area, like if you mix too fast, you know, or whatever, it
depends on
work.
your
like,
crowd.
I feel like it's how you do it.
It depends on your crowd, but like I've actually had clients hit me up because the DJ mixed out of songs too early, and they were fucking livid. It was like absurd.
But like it's like where too early? Like was he phrasing it correctly? Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean so yet again, and like yes, I fucking hope so. He's not, you know, it's easy to phrase.
Like who wants to hear the second verse of Ice Ice Baby?
I agree.
Nobody.
I could.
In the whole
and
world.
It probably depends on the song. And yet again, it's not like it was every client ever, but it was to the point where we had to put a little caveat on our planning forms above where they put their song choices that said.
Really?
We mix the music together. Just be aware that unless you don't want that, you need to tell us. You know, so by default we do what you're talking, but like, well, maybe not quick mixing, but you know, chorus, verse, sometimes second chorus, second verse, but then you're out. You know,
these are kind of the traditional, the heavy traditional clients too.
But my point is, in a nightclub, chorus, verse, out. Period. I don't give a fuck. Like if you fucked up if you didn't do that. So I would play 200 songs in a night easily. you know, and especially keeping up with the new ones. It's the homework end. My point yet again, the homework end is drastically more difficult, and the pay is nothing compared. So I'm not really about it.
So what's cool about clubs and weddings recently, and it's becoming more and more prevalent, is that like there's a lot of overlap in clubs and weddings now, at least like for the weddings I do. So I'm playing a lot of peak hour type club stuff at weddings often, you know, only the clean versions for the most part, I guess, unless it's like requested otherwise. So like, you know, you're the new, you know, Drake stuff, the Peppa stuff, the fucking like the harder trap, the you know, like a lot of that will go off at weddings. So like, you know, since there's so much crossover, but then still like obviously the clubs are completely different, and like I get to open differently and close differently. I get away with so much more shit and like try different stuff and everything. But like, you know, so it's not like it's hard. Like it's not like I have to like, I'm trying to really iron out club shit, but like it's not like it's where, you know, literally I have to completely change styles and everything.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? So there's still, so it's pretty cool. So I want like 50-50 because that way it's like, it's a super crazy variety. You know what I mean? Like I can do like heavy stuff on this end and like just super, and then I still get like, you know, weddings that are super traditional too. You know what I mean? So sometimes I have that, and, you know, it's just like more balance, you know. The money thing is tough though. That's something that I want to like, I don't know, one day, you know, maybe
it's like,
be able to
and, you
bring
know,
people out.
And you even know these like Vegas status DJs, you know, the, you know, what is like the Vices, and so I obviously don't know what DJ Vice makes, but you know, big name DJs, and even them, like at the biggest clubs in the world, probably aren't pulling the numbers we're pulling off of weddings. You know what I mean? Like,
they make money, but
they do, but you know what I mean.
But that's
like,
the top 1% though.
Right, the top
like
one.
It's not. Yeah, it's not crazy, for sure. Unless like you have any type of clout, unless you can like pack the place, you know.
But then you're a different type of artist. That is different. You know, I'm talking about just the club DJ. You're not looked at as promotion. They're not expecting you to increase their sales for the night. Because you're getting paid for different reasons then, you know.
Yeah. But a headliner at a club is kind of like, that's part of it. As a headliner at a major nightclub,
at
like
a major
like a major nightclub, they bring in headliners like mostly because of, you know, they have pool or the clout or something like that.
Exactly.
And obviously they have to be good DJs too, but
yeah, and they could be shit. Honestly, I've seen some
Sure,
major ass DJs that I'm like, what the fuck? This is crazy. But that's just the inner DJ in me that's gonna make fun of a DJ no matter what he does. He could be like fucking Ragosa cutting up there, and I'd be like, yeah, it wasn't perfect though.
Yeah.
Well, I was trying to think back at what you mentioned, if there was any train wreck DJs at the February show. Yeah, there definitely was. I like blocked that out of my memory of like the DJs I saw at that show.
Let's see. So people are in
because we just went to the club and saw Lil Jon. It was awesome after that. One dude wanted to know if there's any tips around an older DJ trying to learn how to do lean quick mixes.
From here.
My tip is to download some short edits.
And just practice, you know.
Yeah.
The more practice, the more you practice, the more fluent you are with mixing and used to it, then like you're gonna be quickly, like the more quicker you can match BPMs, you know, get your cues together, anticipate the timing and all that, like that all just comes with practice. You know, the
learn
more you
your
practice,
music, learn the actual music you got and when good points are to mix out and stuff.
Yeah, and a club set, how long is that? It depends, but you know, typically they're open 10 to 2. So if you're doing the whole shebang, 4 hours, I guess.
DJs are
it depends on the market. Like some clubs, like AC clubs, are generally 11 to 4 a.m. and then or 3:30 ish, and then you have an opener from 11 to 11 to 12:30 is the opener. 12:30 to 2 is the headliner, and then 2 to 3:30 is the closer, typically.
Damn. Yeah, things are so drastically different up in New Jersey.
They are.
It's funny, like, because we just expanded into New Jersey, and I don't know shit about New Jersey.
Yeah, Greg, right? Greg Alfonso?
Yeah, he's in here.
Shouts to Greg.
But that's like a key detail to the whole thing is I need Greg. You know what I mean? Because he's from New Jersey. He knows just the shit, it doesn't even, when we're doing sales, if it was me on the phone, they're talking about, if I was talking about like, I'll give quick mixing as an example. If I'm talking about the other way, like the North Carolina, oh yeah, this blah, some motherfucker's gonna be like, fuck you. You know what I mean? It's just not, it doesn't make any sense. I didn't even know that clubs stayed open that late. All of a sudden I would sound like an idiot. Someone asked how the expansion is going. It's going. It's
slow grind.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I fucking hit it like a train, honestly. I fucking was 24/7 on my computer grinding out the SEO updates
So what do they get? Like branding and all that, and like it's just a branch off of. Is it considered a franchise, like completely owned by somebody else and just a kickback? Or
I'll just say it because I don't give a fuck. I brought Greg on as a straight up 50-50 profit partner. Whatever. I record all of the expenses that are relevant to the expansion. So all the advertising, a new DJ event planner account, just whatever the details. And I record the expenses, and then we obviously record wages also, and just whatever the profit after that stuff is. And I'm fronting all I'm the one spending all the money. So once that accumulates all of the expenses and we go into profit, I'm going to split it 50-50 with Greg.
So it's a joint business venture, basically.
Yeah, I mean,
50-50 of the profit, like, so that's after you pay DJs and all that, right?
Yes, after DJs, after wages and expenses, whatever's left, then 50 split down the middle. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because we had Joe Bunn on here
2 weeks
ago, and the way he does it, he basically just like allows them to use the Bunn name.
Yeah, and he helped them out with the systems though a little bit.
Well, yeah, like the menu and the the marketing and everything.
Right, but that's the Bunn stuff.
Yeah,
he just he says keys to the kingdom. Lets them use all the stuff. But it's not like a partnership necessarily. Like they have full control.
It's pretty much
they make the profit.
Yeah,
they're making all the money other than like a cut to begin with, kind of thing or something.
It's mostly in their wheelhouse to make the money.
Yeah,
if you want it or not.
Yeah, but he's not paying for the advertising and doing all.
He's kind of like a business mentor at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're buying a brand and a mentorship.
Yeah, it's basically a business mentorship.
A shark for 10% equity.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
You got Bunn as a resource and the branding and everything. So like he's backing it. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know, I mean,
I'm excited to see everyone how they play out.
Yeah. And I did another one in upstate New York with another buddy of mine, and we're starting a whole new brand entirely from the ground up.
For what?
For DJing in upstate New York, like Buffalo, Rochester area.
Really?
And I am just seeing how it plays out. Like, I just don't know. I've never started two remote DJ companies before, so I'm trying to weigh the pros and cons so that 5 years from now I can be like, oh, this was the successful one. The other one was shit. Or the pros and cons, figure it all out so that I can, take over the fucking world and have the biggest DJ company in the world all of a sudden.
Well, do you want to be like the pros, or you want to be like that big but like different?
I would like to be like the pros, but not a shithole company that runs everyone's wedding into the ground and people actually get paid, because I did a wedding for the pros. When
you did?
Yeah,
you
one time.
Before?
I mean, I was 17.
So what did they pay?
They actually didn't pay me because I downloaded one of my horror stories. I didn't even have powered speakers. I had like an amp with two like shitty speakers, but I told them otherwise. I just lied to them, and they never checked it out. And I played Girl Talk the whole time because I didn't know any better. Because I didn't know how to DJ. And for the first dance, I played like a hard rock cover of the song they wanted because I didn't preview it when I downloaded it off of the illegal site that I downloaded it from.
Oh,
and
shit.
The bride's crying with her dad. The dad's a pastor, and he still comes up to me and cusses me out, you know. And I was just like, and just like ate a fucking Xanax bar.
Double hockey sticks.
Oh, I was so fucked up on Xanax. I was literally just like, I don't give a fuck. Like I was laughing through it. And so the pros later, they didn't pay me, but the agreement was to only pay me maybe $150. You know, it was not.
Wow.
Yeah, and but they didn't even pay me that. So they just don't have their shit together. You know,
they don't have like a vetting process or anything.
They sat down with me, but I just lied to them and got the job.
And they didn't check it.
There was no validation in any way. I literally. I remember the dude even called me out with something I said about DJing, trying to act like I knew what I was talking about. And this is so long ago, I couldn't tell you what it was. But, yeah, I mean, they're built on a not solid foundation. They don't have the systems in place necessary. It's just done wrong, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd like to be the biggest DJ company in the world. Anyone would, you know?
That's cool.
We'll see.
That'd be legit.
Fuck yeah. That would be so sick. I just want to rub in motherfuckers' faces like, fuck you. I fucking drug addict turned it out and y'all fucking didn't. Fuck y'all.
I am interested.
I'm not a drug addict, by the way, anymore.
I am interested in terms of moving forward if it will work out better for it to be one brand name or like regional brand names.
Well,
all owned by one master company.
The obvious pros and cons are the risk.
Yeah.
You know, in New Jersey, I'm risking it all, period. You know, just straight up putting my whole well-being in the hands of, really, I've never met Greg in person. You know,
how crazy
I've known
is
him for a
that?
long time on Facebook and we're boys and shit, but technically I've never met him before. Now, the other way, I mean, I don't want to ruin a bunch of weddings, but if we do, all right, sucks. I'll just go with my other brand now. Like, you know, like, so there's zero risk other than the financial investment, which whatever.
What's your other brand's name?
Upstate DJ Company. Just
Upstate
easy.
DJ Company.
Yep, and we're DJs in Upstate, and we're a company. You know where I got that name from? Is that we're an Upstate DJ Company. I'm being sarcastic.
That was terrible.
I'm being sarcastic. But we literally started the company from the ground up in 10 days. It probably took me 10 days to do every single detail of the company. Start the website, make the CRM, link them together, come up with a logo, you know, write all the content, come up with automated scheduled social media posts, literally just everything you'd have to do to start the whole fucking thing in 10 days. So if it makes a fucking dollar, I'm going to be laughing like that, you know.
What do you guys like? You guys got any good tips for, you know, like outsourcing shit? Like, because I know I was talking to you and earlier, Rick, you said like, you know, I have someone who does this, someone who does that, someone who does this. You know, Eric, I know you have people who do like, what do you like? Do you guys go to like Fiverr and shit? Like, what do you?
Well, I'm all about cutting costs for admin work. You know, like outsourcing is even if it's, you know,
good,
I mean, as you know, automateyourdjep.com, by the way, for all of you event professionals. But if you can't turn it into a computer that's literally free, like a one-time cost, and then the computer can do the job. I have a call service. I forward all calls from the fucking internet and wherever to some company, and they just email me.
You still get calls? Like people actually call?
Unfortunately, yeah.
That's crazy.
It sucks. I mean, I bought a call service. It sucks so bad because it's tire kickers. It's bullshit, but you have you got to take them, I guess. And sometimes it's just, you know, coordinators that are like, "What's your arrival time?" And I'm like, "Don't waste my just email, text."
That's true too. Yeah.
Yeah, but that, you know, and when you're doing it, because I'm the booker for, you know, 18 DJs now. And so I get that call times 18, you know, so it's just like, well, I got to get a call service. Fuck this.
That's cool though. So you just give them scripts and stuff, and
yeah, I mean they have a thing, it's like current client, yes or no, and depending on that answer, there's the rest of the questions. And then if you're a current client, is it an emergency? That means forward it on or just take a message. And if it's a lead, get this information and then put it into the contact form they fucking skipped and click submit. So the same shit happens. Fucking assholes.
Yeah, you did SE's forms, I think, and like that beginning form you did. The only problem I have with it is like the beginning form where it's like it asks like what's your wedding date? Do you have DJ services? Do you have a photo booth? Yada yada. Right. Then there's one question on the bottom like, did you answer the above questions? Which is kind of fucking redundant, but everyone misses that question. So everyone thinks like half my brides literally like go through the form and just fill out the first 3 questions. Like, well, that was easy, and then go about their day, and they just put their song, they put their first name and shit in the music portal.
I got you.
And I go to do their meeting because I didn't check, and I'm like, fuck. Why we gotta no problem. We'll just do it. Hand one question at a time.
And as soon as they flip it to yes, it's like, and here's all the questions you're gonna answer.
8 pages of shit.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So that last redundant question,
I never thought about that. That's funny. Jason's never mentioned that.
Was there a reason for that?
I'm surprised he has it because we all bitch about it at the meetings.
That's so funny.
Was there
do you
reason
guys
for
even
it?
use DJ Event Planner anymore?
Yeah, we do. Yeah,
you do?
It's all DJ Event Planner.
Yeah,
you set it up, I thought.
Yeah, I did. I log in sometimes to like past clients just to see if I've thought of new cool shit, and like I'll like hit them with a text and be like, look what I can do.
Yeah.
And I remember it's been a while, but I logged into y'all's, and for some reason I just was like, oh, I guess they quit using it. For some reason that I remember thinking that, and I haven't thought about it again.
No, yeah, we're still Event Planner all the way.
Yeah. I haven't talked to Jason in a long time.
I don't know. Outsourcing, right now, as of now, pretty much the biggest ones are the video editor I got that does the video editing. He does the podcast graphics and stuff like that. Basically anything nitpicky with graphics or video work, I just give it all to him.
How'd you find him?
I found him back in 2018, 2019, off of not Fiverr.
Okay.
The Upwork. Is it called Upwork? It's called Upwork.
Upwork?
It's a place.
Are you asking?
I thought you were typing in.
No.
I think it's called Upwork. It's like
it wasn't Fiverr. It's like Fiverr.
It's like
Upwork.
Fiverr, but it's for like more legit people in the industry.
Upwork.com?
I think it's Upwork.
This is a porno site, I swear to God, Rick.
No, I'd have you
Upwork.
screen.
How work should work. Forget the old rules. You can have the best people right now, right here.
That sounds right. Okay.
It should be right here, right now.
Whatever.
Right now, right here.
But anyways, I found him off one of those sites because
Trusted by Microsoft. Oh my God.
Run.
You're all the same.
No, I just remember that like I was looking for a video editor and I posted because you can post job ads on there like looking for someone. You don't have to like go through and individually find these people. I can literally just put out an ad looking for someone to pay to do this, and they just come to you. So I think I got like 6 people that returned like legitimately, and I sent all 6 of them like, I'll pay all of you guys $100. Here's a gig log, edit it. I gave them no description, no info on how to do it, how I wanted to do it. I just
That's
wanted
a good
to.
idea, actually.
I just wanted to see their creative side as to if they were creative with the video editing or if they like maybe went through and spent a little effort to look at and see what I've already done on my YouTube channel and try and replicate it, etc. And I remember
Rick, did you go through the footage and like pick out like exactly the footage you wanted them to send or you wanted them to use or like possibly use? Or
I just sent them the raw dump.
All the fucking raw shit.
I just sent them literally. I literally sent them I think 40 gigabytes full of footage from a gig.
So just all the raw shit.
All the raw shit and said
interesting.
Edit it. I'm like I make gig logs. Here's my YouTube channel. If you want to reference how I've done it before, edit me a video. I'll pay you $100, and then if I like what we can talk further. And I actually was going to go with another person because he did a really good job of matching my style. And Joe was super young at the time. I think he was like 19 or something like that. And he did this super like.
Who's Joe?
He's my editor. Zavoner is his name, and he did this super crazy edit. Like it was like had all these graphics and like it was totally not my style, but like I liked it a lot that he like put a lot of effort into it, and I was like I could see where we could go with this in terms of like adopting this style over like the next 6 months. And that's what we did. We slowly started to like we laid off his style and we added it in to the point where he does a lot more cuts and a lot more editing. And along the process, when I found him, like he was a nobody, college dropout, just was doing that to make money. And now he has 3.7 million on TikTok. Because he started doing these clever like loops and stuff like that where he does like cut scenes where it's like something like 2 or 3 things change in the room while he's talking to you and it's like a loop. And yeah, he does all kinds of creative like editing loops and stuff and viral stuff for TikTok, and he blew up. So
good for him, man. I'm the opposite. Like I don't want an editor. I actually enjoy like editing. Like I like that. Like with vlogs, like I love like just like sitting here getting high and just trying to make it funny and just fucking around with like different clips and like whatever. Like what I hate is filming. Like I would love like to just have someone follow me around with a camera. Like, and that's probably what I'm gonna do. Like if I like, I think my thing this year is like if I have like I'm gonna try and cherry pick a couple weddings that I think like the cards are in my favor to be like a pretty cool wedding, really good type shit. You know what I mean? I know the couple's like real cool and like, like it's probably going to be a banger type shit, right? So cherry pick a few weddings and then literally hire someone else just to come and just follow me with the camera. That's like their only job.
That's funny. I've actually been thinking about doing the same thing.
And then that way I don't have to worry about filming. I don't have to worry about, get that, just film the whole time. And then I'm just going to and me and Santu just do what the fuck we do. And I think like I can get like some shit out of that, like for sure.
See, I want kind of both. I kind of want both. I want someone that does the editing and the filming, and like just kind of like what Joe does, Bun. How he's got like a guy that follows around.
Kind of like what the Kardashians do, right?
Like he follows him around, and the dude cuts him up and makes TikToks and posts all this shit everywhere for him. And I don't know. I like the leisure of that, but I do like the creative side. So I don't know. It's weird. But I'm
just so particular with my videos, man. Like I'm so particular. Like I don't know. But that's a good point. Like you just
I was too.
People and see who does the best.
I was too.
I never thought of that.
Because we have a process. Like I basically tell him, all the raw footage on Google Drive. He goes through, downloads it, makes his first edit, sends it to me.
You yell at him in the camera when you're filming too. Like I remember being with you and you're like, all right, so we're here at the. Cut that, Joe. Can you fucking cut that, you piece of shit? All right, anyway. All right, you ready, Nick? All right, what's up, man? We're here at the fucking thing. I'm like, what the fuck was that, dude? Who's Joe?
Yeah, I always explain to him, too. I'm like, so we just arrived. So my idea here is that we're going to, like, do a little walkthrough sequence, then go into some cinematics. And, you always have to have that because otherwise it makes for so much back and forth in the long editing process. So, but it works out. It's like, but yeah, that's pretty much that's my biggest outsource is my video editor. Outside of that, I got an admin that does all the bullshit lead follow up when it comes to like texting.
Yeah, he's a HoneyBook user, so he's not. He's got to.
You told me.
Yeah.
Hey, HoneyBook and Vibo. He's so commercial.
Some people have to be on bottom. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, not everyone can be at the top.
It's a mutual beneficial thing to do both. So.
Anyways. Like you actually signed up for Vibo, like that Mike guy got you, huh? That dude is like a relentless salesman, man. Like that dude is fucking relentless, man. He will not. He will fucking be in your window, like, yo, what's up? You use Vibo yet?
Oh, really?
He's relentless, bro. He's a very he's a persistent. I mean, he's probably a great salesman. I mean, he's a good salesman.
He's the nicest.
I would argue he's
a
not
fucking
a good salesman.
Like the dude is like he goes in for. I watched him go in for the kill so many times, like because I always see him at conferences and that and he's there to fucking sell his shit. So he's just like always turned on, like 100%, like radar on, like at all times. Like he'll be at like the after party where the DJ's DJing, and he's just like, yeah, and Vibo's the shit. I'm like walking by, I'm like, oh, he's talking about Vibo.
See, he's good.
it's like 10:30 at night, like I'm already half lit. Talking about pitching Vibo.
So he approached me when he first like was launching Vibo. That's how long I've been with him. So I'm like practically a partner with him because a lot of like what Vibo is today is what I've like told him to make.
Wait, you guys like date?
No.
He's been with him. He said it.
But yeah.
Verbatim. That was his words.
He said, yeah, like he's like my partner. Like that's how long I've been with him.
Right.
He's like my partner.
Yeah, exactly. But
does your girl know?
He's good. He's good with face-to-face sales. He's terrible when it comes to coming up with strategies to sell it better. Because like I'm his number one marketing person.
Yeah.
I like the most amount of Vibo users have came from me. Outside of any other source.
Like, so you got videos about Vibo?
Yeah.
I've never seen one. Yeah.
There's so many examples. Like, so I met him, right? By the way, he's the nicest guy.
He is the nicest guy
He's
ever.
so nice. And I can't remember. I think I was at the DJ Collective, and I'm in a little group, and it comes up, and I'm like, you don't fucking need Vibo. I was like, all you need is just, DJ Event Planner. You got, because I don't literally sell DJ Event Planner, but I obviously am biased.
You sell for them.
And he's in the conversation. I didn't know him though. I didn't know what he looked like, and it came up like the next day or something. He introduced. He's like, Erik, you do great work, blah blah blah. And he's like, I'm Michael, and I was like, what's up, Michael? Like I still didn't know.
Yeah.
And I looked at his hat and I was like, oh my God,
you're the Vibo dude.
The Vibo guy. And I literally said it to you. I said it to you that you didn't need Vibo.
Did he bring it up?
No, of course not.
No, he's a nice guy.
He's too nice. And I felt like shit. I've done that another time. It was and I regret it every second of it. But, the Toad thing, who is yet again a buddy of mine, so I'm such a fucking asshole. But I was just talking. I just do that. And somebody asked me, or I don't even know if they asked me, but I was in a conversation with him, and there was like 3 of us or 5 of us, and someone was like, what about the video rolly booths? And I was like, oh, they're so fucking heavy, fuck those. That's like, dude, I mean, you could just, and I just like went, and he was like, well, I sell them. And I was like, what's your name? And I was like, oh my God, not again. It's just me being caffeinated. I just go on these shit talking sprees, and I don't even know if I necessarily mean it all the time. I'm just trying to like say the opposite sometimes,
Well, you're just sitting there. That's
you
like
love
your
to make
world.
it weird. Like,
I can't. But it was like, wow, the source of what I'm saying is literally who I'm talking to. Like, I just couldn't believe I said that.
You just say it from
shout out to Toadmatic Phone Boost. They're great. What did I fucking say? They're just the Toadmatic video DJ consoles they're good.
Full government name right there.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Jana is huge in them.
Yeah, I think he uses one.
He's got more than one.
He probably built his own.
Demand just got one.
I think Jana has like
slapped
9 of them.
Slapped a lamp on one or something.
Demand just got one too.
Yeah, Demand got a new one.
Yeah,
I think
he just
Demand
got
had one before, I thought.
I don't know.
He
just got one.
I think. Yeah, Demand's too.
Yeah. I know Jason just got one for his ceremony.
That's crazy.
He got a video booth for his ceremony setup.
Unreal.
Just, y'all gotta
hold
check
to
out,
the level.
Y'all gotta check out those.
I told him, I was like, "You're the most." He's like, "Fuck it, dude. I mean, it's easy. You roll in, roll out." I'm like, "Yeah, it's pretty easy."
He's got the off-road. Yeah, he's got the giant off-road tires on it.
Oh my God.
He's got the big giant rock and roller tires on it, basically.
He's a fucking lunatic.
That's awesome.
I thought it was cool though.
Lunatic.
That's awesome.
It's a good idea though. Like all in one, like it all stays there, like rack, like everything, like just on wheels. Like I wish I can like, I don't know.
If you have a
I
trailer
like Jeff's setup. I like
wheels,
Jeff's setup with the rock and roller though.
It is cool.
That's my kind of favorite. Put the rock and roller shelf on the rock and roller and use that as your ceremony.
Now it's your table.
Oh, okay, yeah. We literally use
You got your clamp thing.
A clamp, and we clamp to the speaker stand, and that is our table. It's a speaker stand, and that's it.
It's like a table. Yeah, it's like a tray.
And you just put your laptop on it, set the wireless mic thing on top of the speaker, and you're done.
Yep.
We were thinking about using a video screen.
Wait, are we?
we just decided to stick with a speaker.
Are we talking about gear here?
Yeah, I guess we fucking
Why?
are.
Erik, why are we talking about gear?
I'm always bitching about talking about gear. Anytime it goes off on a gear tangent, I'm like this all of a sudden. Until we're done, because I can't hold my own. I don't know anything about gear. I don't. people will start talking about the Chauvet McTwisty uplight thing or whatever, and I'm just
the
like,
Chauvet McTwisty. Yo, I got like 30 of them.
Yeah, I just
Someone
ordered.
needs to come out with that fucking light now.
I saw Rockville has the Ape Lab. It's an Ape Lab with a single LED, right? It's like the thin Ape Labs, and I ordered fucking 60 of them immediately because they're basically free. They're like $50 a piece or something instead of $300 each or something.
You know,
Why were they so cheap?
Because
I thought Ape Labs were mad money.
They are. They're just like.
No, it's just markup. Dude, it's just markup.
Yeah.
We sell them at both lighting. We
It's
have
the same
single
fucking
ones.
light though. You know,
But
that's why it's a Rockville though. Oh, but I get it. I did the non-branded. It's not even branded by Rockville yet.
I thought you said you bought the Ape Labs.
You know
for
that's
$50
both
light. I was like, holy shit! I thought Ape Labs was like
it's just
$300 light.
identical. So I was like, oh, so I bought a shitload of them.
you know that's from both lighting, right? Rockville buys from me.
So is that what kind of lights I have, Rick? Both lighting?
Yeah, both lighting. But both lighting is Rockville's manufacturer.
Okay. Cool. I was just wondering.
Yeah, because all of Rockville's lights are made from both lighting. Like they're the exact same ones. They just buy them in bulk from both lighting to put their logos on them. Actually, not that you would want to do it, but if you order more than 30 lights, they'll brand your shit for you. They'll brand all your uplights.
You told me I don't want to do that because
yeah, I did mention it to you because you were buying so many. I was like, you can get them branded, and you're like, no, fuck that.
I want to be able to resell them. You know?
Yeah,
for sure.
Exactly. But no, that single LED one, I have it on my pricing sheet.
Huh.
I just had a guy inquiry about it. He's like, you have anything that looks like Ape Lab? I'm like, actually, we do. We have the single one right here.
I still need to buy those 2 uplights from you I was talking about.
Yeah, they're in the garage. We can look at them afterwards. Okay.
I'm really pumped. I know the name of those uplights now, like the name of the brand, like both uplighting. Like I never knew. Like people ask me all the time, like, what kind of uplights are they? I'm like,
yeah, you said you were going to make a video for me and like market it up a little bit.
I know. I never. Well, I broke my leg. That's what happened.
Oh yeah,
I broke my leg and I've been all jacked up. So like it's really hard to like make the videos when I'm fucking.
I was about to say the only person that like came was Demand. He was like, "Yo, Nick just bought these lights. I want the exact same set." I was like, "Sure thing, man."
So there you go. Bam, got you a sale. But yeah, now I can say both because it's kind of weird to say like it's Chinese. Like you don't say about like what kind of mic is that? It's American.
You go right.
All you need to be like, just be like their DJ Rick Webb.
Weird to say. I feel like.
Just tell him the Rick Webb lights. Just hit up him. He'll hook you up.
That's what I do though. Yeah, I've sent people your way.
Okay.
Yeah, no, hit up Rick Webb. I got him from Rick Webb. Rick Webb.
Appreciate it. It's good.
Definitely
It's good source of money that we got going. So
you know. That is cool. And I like it because now I don't have to, Western Union money anymore. That's fantastic. I put those lights on my credit card. That was great. I got the points.
Mm-hmm. That's the benefit of coming through me.
That's what I mean. Like, it's just a no-brainer. Like any other time, if you've ever ordered Chinese lights, you literally have to go to Western Union at the bank, wire the money over, and just hope they send you the lights. Like the bank does. Like, just so you know, like if they don't send it to you, there's nothing you could do. They have your money now.
And
like you know that, right? Like
I don't
before
like
you do
that.
this, like with all this thousands of dollars, you good? I'm like, yeah, no. She's my half sister.
I promise it's fine. Just quit asking me questions.
Yeah, like I totally trust her. Yeah, what's her name? Kitten. Her name's Kitten. Oh, Kitten. Okay. All right. 7,000 to Kitten. All right. Good luck, kid.
That is.
It's like
so
the most
funny.
awkward thing at the bank, and then they make me more nervous. Like I'm confident when I first walk in the bank to do it. Like this is what I'm gonna do. Everyone does it. I know it's gonna work. But then you sit down and they're like grilling you, and they're like, "Are you sure? Like, Kitten? Really?" Like, and I'm like, "Fuck, maybe I'm not sure. Do I really need uplights?" Like I almost backed out.
I just had, because I haven't done that for fucking ever, and I just had to order bulk scrapbooks for our photo booth shit, and because Hobby Lobby, who I've been getting bulk from for literally ever, just decided they don't do bulk discounts anymore, which is absurd. Whatever. So now they're $16 a piece instead of $8 a piece, and obviously when you buy 500 of them, that's a huge problem, right? And so I'm on Alibaba again, which is the connection to all this bullshit. If you can find the right guy, and I've been trying to find a scrapbook vendor, and it's so hard to have the conversation because they don't speak English as their first language, so it's all broken, and it's just...
See, this is why you come to me for your
it
uplighting.
Is, for real. I mean, that is...
Because I break down
seriously,
that shit.
Yeah, if I wish I knew, sell some scrapbooks. Me a scrapbook motherfucker. Even though I sorted it out and I rolled the dice on this vendor, and we'll see. But
so
find one.
Webb,
believe it or not,
barriers.
So just out of a point of what I've done in the past, if you have already worked with someone like through WhatsApp that like like sold you the right product and whatnot, just ask them if they know anybody that sells that product you're looking for,
and they'll be like, "I do."
And most of the time they do. Surprisingly, like I've hit up through our contact at Both Lighting. I've asked them like 2 or 3 times, like, "Do you know somebody that sells fake greenery for like bulk fake greenery?" And they're like, "Yeah, so go see a Shingly Kitten or whatever over here. Here's her WhatsApp number," and I contact her. Oh, cool.
That's crazy. I don't even have WhatsApp. Like that, WhatsApp makes me nervous. It seems like a hacker app. Like I feel like I'm gonna get hacked if I have it.
Yeah,
that's kind of what I was talking about earlier about the third world countries, or like everyone over there. They all use WhatsApp. Like all that's their artists, that's their fucking thing.
They got phones over there.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
We were talking about how like Apple's only really super dominating in the United States. Like if you go over to Europe and that, they're not.
I don't believe that.
Look it up.
I don't believe it.
I'll send you the
I don't care what
I need to
Google
send both you
tells
motherfuckers the documentary on that.
I don't care what Google
It's called like
says.
the Blue Bubble, or the Blue Bubble War or something.
Anyway, I got too much Apple stock for you to be saying that shit. I'm good.
All right.
It'll split another 19 times.
Yeah, I'm safe, right?
You'd be all right.
No, you need the Tesla stock. That shit's going fire.
Yeah, it's fucking.
I wish I bought Tesla stock. Ugh.
I got talked out of it. Some crypto nerd asshole was like talking me out of. Oh my god! So I had 20 grand to put into stocks. It was like my year of my investment, and I was like, I'm gonna put it all into Tesla. And this was before they had ever split ever. So they've now split 2 or 3 times, and it was $240 a share at the time when I had this conversation. He talked me out of it. I would
kill myself.
I would never have to work again.
That's insane.
I put what, $2,000 in? I put $2,000 in back when it was $480 a share before the first split.
No one told me that they were collecting data for to actual like write those crazy self-driving car algorithms and shit. Like they're like literally collecting that data and selling that data to other companies so they can make self-driving cars. Like I never knew like the back end of it. Like if I would have known all that, I would have fucking put the whole farm on it.
That's
nobody
that's why
I didn't find out way later, and I'm like, wow, I thought it was just like a niche company that's just making like electric vehicles that like rich people will drive. Like I didn't think it was anything what it was. Like I didn't have a good understanding. And
you guys should talk to me more often.
What?
Because I knew all that shit.
Yeah, talk to Rick.
I literally, I'm like a huge Tesla nerd. Like I know everything about their business and what they've been doing. That's why I only had like $2,000 worth of available money to put into them at the time.
I'll tell you what. So I
put that nerd. What? You want to be my nerd, Rick?
Be
sure.
Ask
you all the nerdy
you can be.
I can tell you exactly who to invest
into. For Michael. No, so I drive one, and I have the full self-driving, right? And so they updated it. Before, I could just, like, click the button. It would drive itself. I could lay back. I could you can't literally take a nap, but you could virtually take a nap while it's going to your destination.
What, now they detect your,
so
eyes
now,
have to be open or something?
They came out with an update that will drive through city streets now, right? It'll stop at the stoplight. It'll take the turn into Starbucks. It'll go through the drive-through. It does whatever the fuck you tell it to. But as soon as you get it, now it's got a camera on your face, and I can't even text while it's happening. If I'm texting, it'll be like, no, it'll like freak out and it'll turn off. And so I can't even text while I'm fully self-driving now. So I have to sit there like I'm driving. I was like, what's the fucking point now? Like,
can you close your eyes?
No. If you close your eyes too long, it will pick that shit up and it will freak out.
Yeah, like what's the point? Like if I can't multitask, I might as well be driving.
Exactly.
You know?
I was like, this is so much better without the features going through the streets, because I don't use it because it's horrifying to use. Like just letting it drive through full traffic, taking turns and shit. Hell no, I'm good.
It is in beta though.
They'll always say beta. They've always said beta since day one, because that way.
Well, the Super Cruise,
there's like legal shit.
They called it like if you don't get full self driving on your Tesla, you still get the cruise feature where like you can activate it on the highway.
Yeah, but that's different. It's like it stays in the lane.
That's adaptive cruise
and it
control,
goes,
right? And
lane
fencing.
It stays in the lane and it'll slow down according to traffic and whatnot. It'll even stop if there's a traffic stop.
And you can do the turn signal,
but
switch lanes.
This is literally like.
This is full.
You map it and that's it.
Yeah,
This literally drives the whole way.
Go from my driveway to the beach, wherever the house is, and pull into the garage.
How sensitive is it though? Like if you're driving and like you have somebody in the passenger seat and then you're talking to them and you're like, well, dude, like honestly, and you just turn to talk to them like this, will it freak out immediately?
Or not immediately. There's a time on it though. It's hard to say,
you can
but
kind of lay back and
like
just like,
7
dude,
seconds.
Just have a conversation. And
it's
every
not.
once in a while, check in with the camera and be like, no, I'm here.
The camera is literally.
Go fuck yourself. I'm here.
The camera is on the rear view, so it's like right on your face. And if you look away for 5 seconds, it's going off for sure. If I'm even trying to trick it, I'm like sitting up.
To Mississippi,
no, not Mississippi seconds. I'm talking 5 seconds, not like real seconds. If I'm like sitting up trying to fake it out, and I'm like on my phone, like I like pull it up to where my phone is on my dash so I can text, it will know and it will freak out. Like it's good. Well, it's not good. It's the worst thing ever, but it's smart, you know. Sucks. It fucking sucks. I hate that I updated. Yep.
So you didn't have to update. You could have just like, can you go retro back?
No. No, you can't backtrack. Because I would, and they're slowly pushing everyone to it regardless. But the Teslas are so fucking crazy though. Literally. So one day I downloaded the update or whatever, and the update added mirror tint. Like it automatically, when there's blinding lights in your mirror, it adjusts them so that it's not blinding you, and that it just all of a sudden does that.
It does. The headlights also move too, so like the headlights will actually follow the road, and like if it opens up, it'll actually brighten them up and bring them back down as it sees cars, like way better than the auto headlights are, and it will actually follow the road like.
It does some cool fucking shit, that's for sure.
That's crazy.
It's just smart stuff that like just makes sense that they do with it. It's crazy.
That's Elon Musk, you know?
Dude, these people that don't like him, I'm like, man, I don't like you.
Like every light on the damn car is controlled by the computer. It's not like a circuit with a relay like it is in a traditional car where like you flip a switch and that switch turns a relay which makes the light blink. Like everything just comes back to a computer. That's why they were able to do that light show you might have seen around Christmas time, where the Teslas were doing these crazy light shows and everything. You have it.
One,
because all the lights come back to the damn computer, so they can make the lights do whatever the fuck they want in the future.
It did some light show to some like dubstep jingle bells and
Trans-Siberian
like the windows
Orchestra
are going up and the lights are flashing and shit.
I think there should be a law though with Teslas. Like I think in America they should make a law where you cannot buy a Tesla if you're over 30 years old, because if you're under 30 years old and you're driving a Tesla, you're such a fucking douche. Like every time I'm like walking up to Wawa or 7-Eleven and there's some like 19-year-old with a Tesla, he always makes it like bark at me or some shit. Like always fucking makes me. He's like, look at your broke ass with your Dodge Durango, and then I walk by his car and it's like, and I jump and I'm like, fuck you, and I pump at him and I go inside, you know, all mad as shit. I hate it. Like they shouldn't be allowed to fucking own that.
Yeah, because there's
trolling that can be done with.
There's a speaker in the Tesla. They can make the horn do whatever they want. That's funny as shit.
Funny.
You can reprogram it.
It ruins my whole day every time. Oh god.
Yeah.
Well, I was looking for any other questions in the comments of any sort.
There were a bunch, but I ignored every single one of them pretty much. Sorry, guys.
And I didn't really see much. Okay, I'll look up both lighting. You can just email me. Email me, people. djrickwebinfo@gmail.com. I'll send you all the uplighting info. Or you can just go to any YouTube video recently. There's a link. You can fill it out. I'll send you pricing.
And guys, you didn't notice I wore my DJ Life t-shirt? The DJ Life podcast?
Yeah, I got the blue version.
Hey, see?
I got
the fire
my
one.
name 5 times on a shirt. Y'all can't see it, but...
That's
It's like my name with a bunch of words. Skinrick, Haprick, Sleeprick. This is how my fiance told me we were having a baby. It's the last one says Dad Rick, and she like gave me the shirt, and I was like, I don't fucking get it. I literally was like, cool shirt. And I was like, here, awesome, and I was like, all right, bye. Yeah. She's like, hold on, no, like it's like Sleeprick because you're tired and blah blah blah. Like read the fucking shirt, Erik. And I was like, oh, I was like, wait a second.
You're like, Dad?
Yeah, I know. I was like, wait a second.
Like, are you telling me I'm a dad now?
That's sick. That's actually a really good idea. That's funny as hell.
Cool deal, Nick. Well, Nick, I know you got to get ready to jump on Twitch here. So if anybody's in the chat or whatnot, jump on to Nick's Twitch here in about 20 minutes, and he's going to be spinning some mad bangers. Probably the cha-cha slide, Cupid shuffle on repeat.
He's going to be properly beat matching.
I'm ready.
No train wrecks. He's going to be nodding his head to the actual beat.
No, I heard he's just going to fade mix. just fade mix.
Just volume slam.
Just volume slam. He's going to teach you how to do the Cupid shuffle tonight. The biker shuffle. All
of those things.
Biker shuffle.
You can look forward to all of them. Yep.
Cool.
100%. All of the above. It's going to be a grand old time. Thank you for having me, guys. Appreciate it, though.
Absolutely, Nick. It was great shooting the shit with you. That's pretty much all we do on this show. We just shoot the shit, have a good time.
I liked it, man. I had a great time.
It's just a fun conversation. It's not an interview. Trust me. People get that confused. Yeah. We've had guests in the past get that confused. It's not an interview.
One time we had a dude, and it was so like, he just expected it to be an interview. You know what I mean?
It's not.
And it was like, all right, this is awkward. It was awkward.
Anyways.
Why aren't you asking me about my childhood?
It was just like,
I wanted to talk about my childhood.
Yeah, and I don't know. We won't. Anyways,
thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment down below, hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. That way we can monetize this channel, maybe make some money. Who knows?
Subscribe to us. Please. Please subscribe.
Erik will give you a cookie if you subscribe.
I will give you a cookie. Please, just subscribe.
Nick, thanks for having you. Next week, we're actually going to be on next Tuesday, 9 p.m. with DJ Icon from South Carolina.
Oh, air horns.
Boo, 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 boo. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for coming. Subscribe, like, comment. Peace.